Jess. I'm a therapist matchmaker. I'm a adult coach. And today we're going to be talking about how I got proposed to 3 weeks ago now while I'm doing my hair. Because I decided, I masked my hair this week. I did a hair mask. Might as well do something with it. I have nowhere to go, but these are the two products that I'll be using. They are my favorite ones because they give me a lot of value and definition. So we're going to go with it. So first, I'll put a picture here, somewhere here, to show you guys the ring. I very specifically told him, I was like, I don't want a diamond ring. I don't like them. I don't think they're cute or cool. If you know me, I'm an avid ring collector or ring connoisseur, kind of like how I am with my coffee mugs. So I was very explicit, and I was like, I did some research a few years ago, and I was like, what ring would I want? I don't want diamonds. And I came around seeing Mila Kunis interview about how she got hers on Etsy. So I was like, let me look on Etsy. And so they had so many cool ones. I already knew that I kind of wanted like a black or different color gemstone. So I was just going through a rabbit hole and found the one that I really liked. And I also found coffin shape. So I was like, this is so perfect. So I sent it to him and I sent it to my cousin. And I was like, there's no way you can mess up. This is the one that I want. The band is rose gold and it has black diamonds. That's actually a diamond. So I guess I didn't want the regular color diamonds. Nothing wrong with them. I like different things. It is what it is. Just like how I don't like any ordinary coffee mug. It has to be unique or different or what makes it special. That's why I got that type of ring. Oh, he got it for me. That's the one that I chose basically. He ordered it off of Etsy, but it is a little bit big, although it is my size. I just think since it was custom made, that they just probably did it wrong. So we're going to get that resized. So let me tell you about how it happened, right? So it happened on January 20th when he proposed, but the week leading up to it, he was acting suspicious, as most women who've been proposed to already know, right? They can already kind of tell. He was telling me randomly, before this, right? I asked him, hey, this Saturday, my friend wants to go to, dinner or brunch and whatever. Do you want to hang out? Are you cool with that? Do we have any conflicting plans? He's like, no, we can go. I was like, all right, cool. So then literally a few days after, he's like, oh, yeah, so, the company is going to have a brunch this Saturday. And I was like, bro, I literally asked you, twice, and we didn't have any plans and conflicting to see my friend. And he goes, oh, it's random. They want to do this quarterly thing now, whatever. And I was like, why would this owner want to do brunch randomly? And also in Long Island City. And he's like, oh, he used to live there, so, he wants to eat there. I'm like, nah, this guy doesn't like to travel. So that was my first red flag. I was like, he doesn't like to travel. He wouldn't have a brunch there. He'd make us go to the city. I'm like, red flag. First obvious flag, right? He tried to throw me off by saying I should go do my nails the following week, right? And I'm just like, it'd have been wild that I hadn't actually already planned to do my nails that week of, because then I wouldn't have, my nails would have been grown out. So I'm just like, I have an appointment this week, so I'll just reschedule for next week. He goes, no, just do it both times, this week and next week. I'm like, all right, that right there is obviously it's gonna happen this week. The icing on the cake was, this Friday I have my barber appointment. I was like, oh, I know you and your fresh cuts. We're doing it this Saturday. Don't lie to me. And he's like, no, I'm gonna get a fresh cut this Friday and next Friday. I was like, you're such a liar, dude. Try harder, please. So that's how I kind of knew what was coming up and what was happening. Then, this weekend in particular, bro, it had snowed, and the snow had actually stuck in Long Island City. You're by the water, so it's colder. Oh, another red flag. I keep calling them red flags. But I was like, so in this brunch spot, can I wear jeans or do I have to dress up? And he goes, you can wear whatever you want. I was like, oh, word? And I was like, let me mess with him a little bit. I was like, all right, I'll wear jeans. He's like, all right. And I was like, okay, cool. Maybe I am bugging. Maybe he really isn't proposing. And then he's like, or something you'd want to wear in pictures. And I was like, why would your company want pictures with like the spouses, right? I was like, the spouses, the partners and stuff. Like, he goes, no, for company pictures and whatever. And I was like, you're such a liar. You've never done company pictures. I know this company inside out, bro. Oh no, my sweater. And so I was like, you're such a liar, dude. Not even a good liar. And then it's a day off. I'm freezing cold. We were driving there. He's like, oh, my boss said so-and-so are running late. And I was like, okay, so I try not to think about it too much. I was like, you know, I could very much be right, but I could also be very wrong too. And I don't want to look like a jerk. I'm like, what if I'm over here thinking it's all about me and it's really not. We actually are going to brunch. Which I was like, I'm having a hard time to believe that. We get there, right? And we pass by the place he said that we're going to have brunch. And I look inside to like try to see if his coworkers or bosses were there. I'm like, looks empty. It also looks like a weird place to have brunch. I don't see anybody, but he's on the way there that they were like, oh, so-and-so is running late and whatever. All right, whatever. But the whole picture thing was what messed me up the most. So I was like, dude. And then we finally find parking, and we're walking over, and it's freezing, because he made me change into a dress. Not he made me change. I was going to wear a long skirt, but he's like, wear this dress instead. And I was like, haha, okay, sure. We're going over. Cold. My toes are red because I'm wearing open-toe shoes. And then on the way there, he gets a fake phone call. Fake phone call is like, oh yeah, we're going to take the pictures now. I'm going to say, that made it the most obvious because, well, we take pictures now. And also, we were crazy late. Like, about 30, 40 minutes late. And if you ever go to brunch, you know you can't be late to brunch. And he wasn't panicking. So I was like, boy, you would have been panicking if it was a real brunch. I was like, bro, do better. Be panicked. Rush me. We are walking over to the place where we're supposed to take the company photos, right? We're walking over and no one's there at the pier. And he's like, and I see this one guy, right? He's in like a jacket, you know? You can see his breath. And he's like, oh, these homeless people are smoking. And I'm just like, he doesn't look homeless, dude. Like, he looks like he has a nice jacket on. He goes, nah, he's homeless. So I was like, oh, can't be more suspicious. I'm like, I know it's this friend. And whatever. And then we're walking over. I try not to say too much. I didn't say I know it's this friend. In my mind, I said it. We're walking over and stuff. And we go to the edge of the pier. And I was like, you know, we're going to take pictures. I'm like, we might as well get close to the edge of the pier. I was like, let's walk a little bit more further down. He's like, oh, okay. And then he's like, oh, look, they're over there. They're on their way. So I'm like, okay, this is the time for me to turn around, give him time to get on his knee. At this point, I was like, I kind of know. I'm like, I'm right. I'm not wrong. And so I give him like a few seconds, and then I turn around, and he's there on his knee, and he says something cheesy. You know, he's like, I've loved you for 6 years, and I'm going to love you for 3,000 more, which, if you're not a Marvel fan, you probably won't connect, but we're both big Marvel fans. And the 3,000 is from Avengers Endgame, where Tony Stark, Iron Man, talks to his daughter, and they're like, to each other, they're like, I love you 3,000. So, it's not cute. We say that to each other sometimes, like, I love you 3,000. Not cheesy. So that, he proposed there, we took photos, and we took photos on the phone, because I wanted to post that day. But his friend also took photos that were really cute. He's finishing editing them. But I saw the raw versions, and I printed some out for my family. And it was adorable. Then we went to Blood in the Water, right there in Long Island City. It was really nice. We ate some good food. It wasn't busy. But yeah, that's how he proposed and stuff. And I'm getting ready to give out my bridesmaid and groomsmen proposal boxes. I'm thinking about having, I know I'm move fast. I'm a Capricorn. I already had like a guest list prepped and ready to go. Because for us, it wasn't of like, are we going to get married? It's more of like a when. Because we had talked about it in the past. Marriage was something that was really important to him. Not to me particularly, because I've had a lot of bad experiences. I haven't really seen a successful marriage, but I know we will be, because we're going to therapy, we really care about each other, we want things to work. So our relationship has always been really healthy. So for the most part, and if it hasn't, we worked on it and we communicated. So important things. Having 5 bridesmaids, hopefully. What I'm doing with them is I'm giving them age transparency letter. Because I mean, like, we're all adults and we're going through different things in our lives, whether it's going back to school or buying a house or buying whatever. And I want them to give them the opportunity to know how much it might cost. You know, I did some research and stuff. I want to have a bachelorette party in Puerto Rico. So, like, these are the things important to know, like roles and responsibilities, pricing, and stuff. So I wanted to give them the opportunity to say no if they didn't feel comfortable. I didn't want to force them to do anything that they didn't want to do. And also, like, financially, like, maybe they did really want to do it, but financially they can't. Having a transparency letter that lists all of that out. Thank you, TikTok. I found that on TikTok, and that particularly really stood out to me. That it was great. I'm going to be sending those out soon. Hopefully they'll say yes. To make it affordable, I'm paying for hair and makeup. I am letting them choose whatever dress they want. The only things that I want them to do is to make sure that the dress is black, floor length, that they have some sort of straps, because I want a strapless dress. So they have to have some sort of straps or sleeves. But satin or silk dresses, but they could buy it literally from anywhere. Black or nude shoes, black or nude, I think it's just black shoes, but they could do flats or heels. Black or nude nails. I haven't decided yet on what hairstyle to do for them. I'll figure that out later. I don't even know what I want for myself. I'm gonna have to have my traditional Western ceremony that's not gonna be in a church because I'm not really religious. I'm gonna ask my cousin to officiate, and then the nikah. So there's a lot to learn there. That's more of like a Muslim ceremony for Gola, and then his side of the family he really wanted to do. So I was like, I'm super down. Let's do it. Let's do this thing. But I'd love to know, like, if you've been married, what you wish you could have known, what not to do, right? Or what to do. I know a lot of people in the past that I've talked about, at least for their first weddings, they told me they wish they wasn't so big and that they didn't spend that much money because, you know, they're on their second wedding, or like they just didn't see the point of having such a big party and inviting so many people they didn't really know. So that's one thing. What else would you wish you would have done or not done? Any advice? And if you're not a bride or bride-to-be yet, what are some things that you'd like to know? Like, do you want more information on the transparency letter, pricing of wedding dresses? I'd love to know what your curiosity is. I've learned this all in a matter of a few weeks, and all basically binging TikTok. So I'd love to answer any questions, and I'd also really love any of your advice. So if you want to get more wedding content and mental health content, please subscribe. It means the world to me. And give this video a thumbs up. And I'll see you again next time. So, bye.